A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Prescott rolling to his left. And it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott off play action. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's DJ Moore, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton out wide, that's complete. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 27, Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Yeah, we did.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
From the 39, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
It's the smoke. I'll put it out.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. Here we go. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Cam's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Brent Urban there to get him down. They fake the give. Newton. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Shedding through the defense. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Pollard now a 1st down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Newton. steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.